You know what? It's a darn shame when all it takes is just common sense to rule this out. They didn't even need a judge. It's just common sense. But guess what? Still, rub it in their face that they won, little freaky girl. How are you good people doing, my American and foreign brothers and sisters? Welcome to the channel. I'm Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, in which I'm greatly appreciative of. Make sure you guys are following me up here, follow me down here. Click this because it helps me. And if and when you do subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification that will bring down the drop box for you to select all notifications. Don't forget to check out my other channel called Man, Husband, Father. And everything I ask you to do over here, make sure you do over there. So, ladies and gentlemen, there is a huge win. They got handed down, which is really sad, by a judge, to say that the young men who were in the men's locker room did nothing wrong when a girl went in there and they were talking amongst themselves saying, why is a girl in here? What are you doing? Da, 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 da. She then pulled out a video and recorded them. They get suspended. They get suspended. They get hit with sexual harassment and sexual discrimination. Absolute BS, ladies and gentlemen. But guess what? Good news. Check it out.
This morning, an update to a story we first told you about back in May, an issue that could impact one of the biggest governor races in the county. Let's go out to Loudoun County, Virginia, where two high school boys suspended after a girl who identifies as a boy secretly taped them asking why she uses the boys' locker room. Now that suspension is overturned. The Department of Education accusing the schools of a double standard on their transgender policies, and obviously a judge agrees. Seth Wolf is the dad of one of the male students. He joins us with his attorney, Josh Hetzler. Welcome to both you guys. Seth, congratulations. Can you tell me what your son and his friend told you about what happened in the locker room before we tell you how the judge came to the conclusion he did?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, my son, basically, he just told me that when he went into the locker room, he saw a female in the locker room. They were talking about it. He never spoke with the student. They were talking amongst each other. And, you know, next thing we know, we're being investigated for a Title IX violation. And
what happened? Your son and the other student were suspended?
Correct, yeah. They were found guilty of sexual harassment and sexual discrimination for simply asking a question amongst themselves why there was a girl in the female locker room. They had gone to the administration, they had spoken out against it, and they had been told to just be quiet. And so we're really happy with the decision right now where we're at.
I think so is most of the country. Josh, you're helping out here. What made you want to take this case, and what was your approach to getting justice?
Yeah, when the Founding Freedoms Law Center found out about this story, we jumped in and we said, we've got to help. We've been involved in many of the battles in Loudoun in the last number of years, and we quickly got all three of the boys who were facing these accusations, one Muslim student and two Christian students. And so we just knew it was a just cause. We knew that Loudoun was wrong in this. We know that there are two sexes, male and female.
Yes.
And so we're just so thrilled to represent them, and we're so thrilled at Tuesday's ruling that a judge agreed with us that this was, you know, outrageous, that we only got emergency relief because we showed a likelihood to prevail on the merits, and for now the suspension has been stopped. And let me just add that at every point along the way, Loudoun County seems to double down on doing the wrong thing, and they never will budge until they have a court order. Well, now we have one, and we're going to fight on to make this permanent.
Abigail Spanberger did not go to bat for you, but the lieutenant governor and the governor did. And so did the Department of Education. They said, knock it off, put these kids back. They didn't listen. Here's the DOE statement on this. Loudoun County failed to meaningfully investigate complaints of sexual harassment by two male students concerning the presence of a member of the opposite sex in male-only intimate spaces, yet thoroughly investigated the female student's sexual harassment complaint about the boys. Double standard in its definition. So, Seth, through all this, you win. But what's it been like for your son and his classmates?
Yeah, it's great that we're winning right now. We want to continue winning, but it is it's a detriment to them. I mean, my son had to serve 1 day of suspension So that was punishment alone for doing something that we don't think is wrong. And so I think being labeled, he got labeled as sexual harassment and sexual discrimination. And for a young man to have to carry that weight and his classmates, it's wrong, and we're looking for justice.
And they're back at school today, and this happened in gym, not at sports. Guys, thanks so much. I think a lot of people around the country are relieved you won, because they might be facing the same thing shortly. And sorry what your son and the others had to go through. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for having us.
All right, we reached out to Loudoun County public officials for comment. We did not hear back. Thanks to both Josh and Seth.
Yeah. See, this is what I'm getting at right here. I would countersue, and I would sue the school. I would sue the school. I would say, I'm countersuing y'all for what you did, but at the same time, I'm going after her too. You pulled out a camera in a boys' locker room where there could have been guys walking around with their private parts showing. How we know you're not a freak? How do we know that you're not faking like you would do just so you can be in the room? I mean, in the locker room amongst other dudes. How do we know you're not faking that? Huh? How do we know you don't have a secret sick urge? Well, you know what? Let me take that back. Let me apologize for that. You being a girl want to be around boys, and you might have I don't want to call it a secret sick urge. It's just a natural urge to where you want to see some dang-a-lang. But you want to fake like you a boy, because the only way you're going to see them dudes in there, the only way you're going to see some balls and dang-a-lang is by you faking like you a boy. You pulling out that camera. I want to record them and show them, yeah, right. How do we know that your intentions want to see other dudes walking around? How do we know you want trying to see some naked boy booties? Huh? Yeah, you talking about sexual harassment. You recorded them in a private sector, huh? But the school had nothing to say about that. Quite honestly, I know those guys are back in that school. I hope y'all go back and you guys are walking with your head high. I hope that anybody that tried to make y'all feel some type of way, I hope y'all rub this win in their face. I hope y'all celebrate in the hallway. Go around smiling with your head up, because common sense shouldn't even be something that's up for discussion right now. But at the same time, like I told y'all, I will be going straight gun ho. I will be going so hard at the chick that wanted to come into those boys' locker room and whipped out their camera. What's going on with her right now? Is she still allowed to go in there? Now that it's been overturned, is this school allowing girls to go into the boys' locker room, boys going to the girls' locker room? Because I'm going to tell y'all something right now. The world is a whole lot different. I know us 80s babies and 90s, let this have been the thing. Quite frankly, I'm going to keep it 100% real with y'all. You talking about a high school where there's a bunch of raging hormones and a girl coming to a boys' locker room? Hey, bro, whoa, hold on, bro, y'all. Hey, don't say nothing. Let her come in here. Hey, you gonna change? Hey, we just saying you gonna change in front of the dudes? Yeah, we change in front of each other. Yeah, go ahead and change. Ty, that's sexual harassment. How? I just said go ahead and change. I want her to feel comfortable, And then when she do change, they just be like, see? All good, right? No, let me stop, y'all. I'm messing with y'all. Let me stop. I mean, so I'm just saying, y'all, in the schools I went to in the city, they'll let that ride all day long. Many females, if they want to, can come into that boys' locker room and change clothes and get into y'all gym clothes and, showers and everything like that. Y'all know a lot of times in those men's showers, they got that one big pipe going up there, and they got like 5 or 6 shower heads. She gonna be trying to figure out why all the dudes want to shower in the same thing she's showering in. Oh yeah, that's my homeboy. Hey, that's my homeboy. Hey, dap it up. Taking a shower. Shh. God dang, bro. You been bench pressing? Man. How much you squat? I bet your glutes strong, ain't they? Go ahead and turn around. I'm joking, folks. Stop, y'all. I'm just saying. Raging hormones like that? Okay, y'all, let me be done with this. I know I done pissed a lot of y'all off. Some of y'all, Ty, dude, that is so, no, keep it real. A woman or a girl coming into a men's locker room, come on now. Anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think of this by putting in the comments below this video. Not forgetting to do what y'all see in these elements right here. The next video that I will be doing after this one is going to be right up there. Things as of yesterday, right here. If you have not subscribed, click this. I am Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, praying every last one of you guys in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all. In Jesus.